everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's your girl Emmy. Welcome to the Emmy experience. Today we're talking about Pisces and Sun in Pisces. If you're not familiar with what the Sun represents in astrology, it's one of three things in your personality: your Sun, Moon, and Rising. All make up your personality. Your Moon is your emotions, your Rising is how you come off in the world and how you are perceived, and then your Sun is your ego, your self-expression, your willpower, the core of your personality, what your soul, who your soul is, and what your soul is looking for in this lifetime. People who have the Sun in Pisces tend to be very imaginative and creative people. They're probably daydreamy. They probably have really dreamy eyes, Pisces and Pisces risings. They tend to be in their own world sometimes. They're very spiritual people. This is the purest form of energy. I feel like Pisces are the most egoless sign. They're imaginative and they're creative. They lead with their emotions just like Cancer. The only thing that separates Pisces from Cancer is the fact that Cancer has that, it's a crab, it has that hard shell. Pisces doesn't have that. So they're a lot more susceptible to being taken advantage of because they see the world through rose-colored glasses, and they want to believe the good in everyone, which is how they kind of get damaged and hurt more often. I've noticed that Pisces, Suns, and Risings, they're very chameleon-like. They can bring up different or show different sides of themselves depending on who they're around. They might have a bunch of different friend groups that are all very different from each other. These are very intuitive people, so they're really good at picking up the vibe, and they're also really good at catching the things that people normally don't see. Unless you're an unhealed Pisces, then you're kind of more gullible, or you only believe what you want to believe, which is kind of how you get more hurt because your instinct is telling you to not trust this person, and here you are trusting them anyways, and you get hurt. And it's just listen, it's just you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes, okay? You know the vibes. So if you know the vibes, why do you still put yourself in the situation? Your instinct told you this person is a little off, and you still decided to get yourself invested into it. Why? Yeah, exactly. Being nice to everyone is going to compromise you in the long run. You're the purest form of energy, and you take on and you absorb a lot of people's energy. So the more time you spend with people who aren't beneficial to you, or are energy vampires, or people who are just using you for your healing abilities. Pisces are very healing. So if you're giving out your energy to people who are taking from you, it's going to hurt you in the long run. It's going to, one of the negative aspects of Pisces is addiction and escapism, and using alcohol and drugs or sex, whatever your vice is, to escape, right? These emotions. And you would avoid getting to that point if you just didn't let these people into your life. If you just trusted your first instinct instead of trying to fix everybody. You want to fix everyone. You want to make everybody better, which is great, but not everybody deserves that, especially if they're showing you that they're not interested. You can't make somebody do something they're not wanting to do. You can't try to fix somebody that doesn't want to be fixed. They don't see that they have a flaw. So you're wasting your time, and you're exposing yourself to energy vampires in this way. You give a lot of chances to people, and they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. When people show you who they are the first time, don't give them a second chance. I know that one's gonna resonate with somebody. So you guys are the two fish. One fish in reality, one fish in the supernatural, or wherever the fuck you go. So you have a hard time switching in between the two, or you can become very spacey or daydreamy, or just kind of tune out in the middle of a conversation, and it's just you just check out because you go somewhere else. You might have really strong dreams. You might be somebody that is really just connected spiritually, if that's something that you're into, or you're really involved in your religion. You might even find yourself by getting deep into other relationships with other people, kind of like a Libra, but yours is more soul and karmic, and you want to get to the deepest level of them, and to find yourself, if that makes sense. Again, I know this won't resonate with everybody. It does depend on what house your sun is in, and also it depends on where you have Neptune if you're looking at modern astrology, and Jupiter if you're looking at older astrology. This will determine if this resonates with you, if you're more of a grounded, or if you're less of an open person, or more of an open Pisces. Your Jupiter / Neptune will tell you more about that. Some cons about Pisces. Pisces can be delusional, but sometimes being delusional, I feel like, can also be a good thing. But it's not a good thing when you're just like out of touch with reality, because you guys are or tend to always be in your own world. You can believe lies or like being gullible because you want to fix people and you want to like be optimistic and like believe people and trust people even when you don't listen to your intuition. I think that's definitely a con, because you can't fix everyone. Everyone is not your project. So that is a con, making people your project. I kind of touched on escapism, but addictions, drugs, sex, alcohol, things like that, you suffer from. You guys are very selfless people. You're pure energy. You have no boundary. You have no boundaries with people. So being able to say no is an important thing that you need to figure out in this lifetime. And being a bit more, because you're so spacey and detached from reality at times, learning from your opposite Virgo and being detailed in structure and being in the present physical world. Maybe having a to-do list, things that you need to get done for the day, because I feel like Pisces can also lack organizational skills. So yes, you're so creative and intuitive and these are beautiful things, but what good are those skills if you don't know how to hone them, if you don't know how to use them, if you don't know how to manage them? Just saying. You guys are very intuitive. You're really good at picking up people's energies, but at the same time, you absorb them. So making sure that you're able to meditate or, saging yourself regularly, spiritual baths, taking walks in nature, doing things that will help, remove these energies out of your system and, restart yourself, pure and clean again. Think of like a sponge, right? Once the sponge is full of water, it's time to wring it out and let it dry. Overall, Pisces is the ultimate healer. Just your presence is healing and beneficial to people. You might even notice that a lot of people tell you their problems, even strangers, and you're okay with it. You're a listener and you want to help people, and that's beautiful. And you being the healer, you're here to heal people, you make people better, and you heal people spiritually and emotionally. That's your area that you help people heal. But just don't forget about healing yourself and giving that same love to yourself. Self-care is important. And also maybe music. I feel like Pisces, music is just your thing. Music and painting, that's really how you channel these frequencies and vibrations of the divine. So maybe making music, listening to music, meditation music to help detox you and heal yourself, self-care, or painting, just using art, even astrology, whatever it is that you connect with. Instead of giving all this time to other people, develop a craft, develop one of these crafts and use these crafts to heal people. Make music that can heal, make art that can heal, that is an expression of you. Make things that are expressions of you, and it will heal because it's a reflection of you. You don't have to really put the intention of healing in it, because it's going to be a reflection of you and it's going to have that ability because it's a reflection of you, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's basically everything that I have to say about a Pisces sun. If it resonated with you, if it didn't, please comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And yeah, thank you for stopping by and being a part of the Sun series, and let me know what you want to see me do next. Appreciate it, and have a great rest of your night.